Parkour, and today I got a video a little bit different than my usual tutorials, but I think it falls under the same kind of similar category. Things you will need for parkour training. Now, if you want to be super technical, you don't really need anything. Like, you don't need any gadgets, you don't need any pads. Technically, you don't even need shoes, like a lot of people train barefoot. I will be just going over everything that I find very useful for parkour or parkour training. So, let's get to it. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about are parkour shoes. Now, I'm not going to act like a parkour shoe expert because I am not. I've tried two types of shoes and they've worked for me so far. So before I talk about specific shoes, I want you to keep something in mind. In general, the harder the rubber is, the longer it'll last, but it won't have as much grip or traction on as many surfaces. And vice versa, if the rubber is on the softer side, it won't last as long, but it will have more grip on more surfaces. The first pair of shoes that I recommend are the free running shoes by Tempest Freerunning. This is the Tempest NLS ones. Yeah. And this is their second version, the Tempest Black and Wilds, basically just a black and white version of the originals. So a few things I like about this shoe is that it has a thick sole so it can take some impact, and it kind of has this strap in here for your foot, so it's a little bit more snug on your foot, and it won't fall off as easily as other shoes if it's untied. But a really big downside about the Tempest NLS ones is that the lip part, this thing, well, I had to cut it off on that one, but this thing, focus, please. This piece of rubber right here always frickin' peels off and then ends up just kind of hanging out there. And this has been a problem for both of their shoes. For the originals, I had to just completely cut the tongue off, and then for the second pair that I got, the first day that I started using them, the tongue already started ripping off, so I had to use shoe glue. As you can see, the glue is just around there. So here's another view of them. Yeah, I wear these shoes practically everywhere because the rubber on the bottom lasts pretty long, and if I want to do a backflip randomly, not specifically training, I can trust that the thick sole will absorb a little bit of the impact since I'm not warmed up. Now, the second pair of shoes that I recommend are the Asics Tiger Onitsuka Ultimate 81s. A few things I like about this shoe is that it's super minimalist, so it's like really light and extremely flexible straight out of the box, and that it's a minimalist sole so you can kind of work on your technique if you want to feel the ground when you're trying to work on precisions or something. This shoe honestly doesn't have too many downsides, except that if you train a lot, the rubber wears down pretty quickly. Like, I used to wear just Tiger Onitsukas everywhere, and I would wear through the rubber within like 2 or 3 months. So it's up to you what type of shoe you want to get. It's all preference, but I will have a link to these shoes and everything else I will be talking about in this video in the description below. The second thing I recommend for parkour training, specifically when you're training alone, are earbuds. I don't know why I put this on. Nothing's connected to them. It can be especially annoying when you're doing a flip or something during training, and then they fall out, and you're like, oh god, please don't whack me in the eye or something like that. But trust me, you will not have that problem with my first recommendation of types of earbuds. Focus. Earbuds. I swear by earbuds. These are easily my favorite earbuds I've ever had, and it's something about the actual type of material that it's made of and the shape of it that actually goes inside your ear. That just makes sure that it's secure in your ear and won't come out. And it's not one of those type of earbuds where you really have to jam it in there to make sure it's secure. You just kind of put it on like that, and then I'm pulling with a good amount of force here. It just won't come out. I love these earbuds. I can't explain it. You just need to buy a pair and then just do some parkour in it or flips in it or whatever you want to do, and just realize how freaking amazing these things are. And the audio quality is as good as every other earbud I've ever tried. Now, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, then I recommend the headphone by Braggy. These are, as advertised, truly wireless earphones. It's not the type of earphones where there's like a little wire in the back of your neck or under your chin. It's actually wireless. This is the case it comes in. You push here, and then there they are. And then it has a little foam thing, so to make sure they don't come out of there. And then the earbuds are connected to the case by a magnet to make sure, extra sure, that you won't lose them. So the unique thing about this one is that it has a comply tip, so kind of basically like compression foam type thing that will form to your ear, and instead of having this part, the technology part, just hang outside of your ear, they made it so it kind of has to go inside your ear. It's not as bulky as a lot of other wireless earphones I've seen. And then, as you can see, it's actually inside my ear, like formed inside my ear, so it's extra secure. Now, I'll say right now that the audio and volume is really loud and really clear, so I really like the quality, but I haven't done any actual like hardcore training, so I'm not 100% sure how well they will stay in. But from just wearing them, I feel like they're really secure. But you know what? Right now I'll do a quick training session.
All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, best to run fast when I pump up this musical block and the shots go firing. No lying, man, I run this shit like a movie, man, I run my script. Similar to hustlers that run they strip. I shouldn't say similar, cause similar is equal. I ain't similar to niggas, they ain't nothing like this. On the bottle with a note in there. I said the word and go compare it, but it seems that no one cares. So I threw the bottle in the ocean, yeah. I never chose my gift chose me.
I think they stay in pretty well. So that just goes to show how pumped and hyped I get when I'm listening to music. Anyway, seems like this passed the test for how well they stay in your ear. Now, something you should know before I forget about these wireless earphones is that the Bluetooth range is only about 10 feet. So the phone can only be about 10 feet away from you max. So you will probably have to have your phone in your pocket either way, whether you buy the wired ones or these ones, which segues us to the next thing that I recommend. All of us are basically like attached to our phones. We can't get it away from us. But I'm sure this has happened to some of you. If you have your phone in your pocket and you do a backflip, gravity does this weird thing where your phone will come out of your pocket, I know, and then sometimes will crack the screen, and that's not good. Now, my solution to that problem is always having with you some type of clip. Now, this clip specifically, I actually just broke off of a hanger that we weren't really using, and it's like really strong, so I use this all the time. And what you do is you put your phone in your pocket like this, like that, and then you just put the clip over the pocket hole. And then it works relatively well in making sure that your phone won't come out. So yeah, nothing like extraordinarily different, but you know, a small little hack you might want to use next time you want to have your phone with you when you're doing parkour. Now, the next thing you might want to bring the next time that you're training is an extra camera. This one isn't as important or specifically towards parkour, but for me personally, I try to record anything I can or anything that I'm trying to learn, because that's the fastest way that I learn, through watching what I'm doing. And it can get like super annoying if your phone is about to go dead or it doesn't have enough space. I haven't had that problem, but I know a lot of iPhones have that problem. So I recommend just getting, whether you need a cheap camera or a high-end camera for you're doing YouTube, just bring that along with you in your parkour bag so that you don't have to depend on your phone for footage. Now, this next thing, again, doesn't have to do too much with parkour specifically or parkour training, but I think it's still applicable to what we're going to be talking about. So, the next thing is a battery pack case. If you're at a jam and you're training for a long time and you're trying to make a YouTube video and then something dies, whether that's your phone, whether it's your stabilizer, whether it's your camera, that can get super annoying. So I always bring as many, first of all, charging wires as I can, charging cords, whatever you want to call it, and I have 2 portable chargers in here. I can't recommend any specific portable charger because I haven't done any research and I just got whatever portable chargers I have. So yeah, there's another thing you might want to bring on your next parkour adventure. Okay, so for your own benefit, I'll go over all the things that I recommend bringing to your next parkour adventure / training / filming time / whatever you want to call it. Parkour shoes. I hope you don't forget that. A good pair of earbuds. A battery pack with portable chargers and charging wires. An extra camera for all your filming needs, and this isn't a camera, this is just the bag I put my camera in because I'm using that camera right now to film this video. Camera! And a clamp so that your phone doesn't fall out of your pocket when you're climbing a building and then completely shatters to the ground 30 feet below you. And yeah, that kind of wraps up my video on gadgets you might want to bring on your next parkour adventure, parkour training, parkour YouTube video, parkour filming thing, whatever. I think these are all useful. Some of you may think they're super useful, some of you may think they're useless, but either way, drop a like And comment down below if it did help. Anyway, I'm not gonna make a super long outro, but please remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell button, but you should also ring that notification bell button. As I said in my last video, I'm gonna be doing my first parkour competition this weekend. So I'm gonna be posting it Wednesday. So that's in 3 days, so that's why you should subscribe. So subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. PK, person, out. Dabbing is never gonna get old. Whoa!
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you,